Hello, and welcome to the channel. I'm the Coins Monster. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. This is my first live, and I welcome you all. Let me see the chat here. See who has joined from our subscribers. Alright, so guys, today in the live, I am going to analyze what I have been talking about in my videos in the past 10 days. Alright, so first off, we're going to start with Bitcoin. Alright, I'm going to give you a view in my head of what I see in the projections for Bitcoin. Alright, here we go. So, the big ass elephant in the room. As you can see, it is currently playing out the little projection. Let me remove a bunch of indicators. We'll get back to them in a minute. But first, I'm going to explain the fractal. Alright, so as per my Wyckoff accumulation theory, Bitcoin is still in the range. It did bottom out here at 39,600. Alright, which is actually pretty good. Now, one other thing I noticed, it actually dropped to 39 right after closing the weekly above 40,000. Alright, so it did make a lot of effort, and to be honest, a weekly close above 40,000 is pretty bullish. Okay, it's ridiculously bullish. I was actually hoping it did that, and it's good for the altcoins. Now, I'm still thinking it's going to play out this fractal of double bottom here. Now, the only thing I'm waiting to see and confirm is this bear flag. Okay, this bear flag. This is the only thing concerning me at the very moment. Okay. Now, why it's concerning? Well, bear flags are bearish patterns. That's all it is. But I am expecting Bitcoin to jump up and down. Okay, range a little bit. Now, if it held 39k, which I assumed it would, which the projection most likely now is this massive range right here in the fractal, and we will get eventually our double bottom. Okay, right in here is going to be our double bottom, approximately. Okay, TA is not an exact science, it's a game of probabilities. You probably heard me say that before in my videos, so don't know exactly where it's going to double bottom. Maybe 40,500, maybe 41,000. But that double bottom is going to be our confirmation that Bitcoin has eventually bottomed in the Wyckoff accumulation phase. Okay, basically what it's doing is playing out the same pattern it has done before. It's this one right here. Okay. Now, it's not as deep as the one we had in May, June, and July, but it's very, very, very close. Fractal is still sitting in perfectly. Alright. It's the same fractal, just readjusted. Now, the timing of this cannot be predicted. It simply cannot. And whichever way it decides to go, however long it decides to take, the projection is still the same. I'm expecting this retracement right here to the upside, and it is in this retracement to the upside where we will see the alt season, especially for coins that have not gone before for their 10x. Okay, these are the coins that I'm focused on, right? And mainly, one of my favorite coins that I always talk about is the XRP. Okay, so these are the coins that I am focused on mainly, right? They're my biggest position that I'm holding in the altcoins. Right, let's dive into the chat. Let's see who's there. All right. Okay, so this pump in the altcoins, 15%, 25%, 30% the altcoins, it's good, but in my opinion, it's not ready to push out to big levels. Okay, it's not ready, just not yet. Mainly because when Bitcoin does fall, it needs to find support. Okay, now this is pretty interesting. This year has been very different in compared to last cycles. It just went up and down, rebottoms and direct push-ups. Now in here, no matter how long I track Bitcoin beforehand, okay, it's the same thing with Bitcoin. Double bottom, same thing here, bottom and double bottom. Again, we got a double bottom. So it's slanted, you just have to be able to eyeball it, but it's there. It's there on almost every single drop that Bitcoin had as this cycle. Alright, it's very small ones, but it's always there. So this is why I'm thinking Bitcoin is not ready to push up to the upside towards 60,000, but it will definitely give us that second double bottom with a higher low. Okay, now as I've mentioned in my previous videos, just little updates on Bitcoin. This is the range for the final, actually we just remove that, for the final altcoin phase of accumulation. Right. This is what I'm projecting for Bitcoin. And there is most likely going to be a fake out in this current flag. The way it's going, same it has done in the past, it will push up, probably close above 43,000 by tonight, and then maybe hold for the next day, and then come back down. Okay, same thing, and then range outside, and then find this double bottom slowly down in here. Right. It is what TA is showing me, and it is what has played out as projected in the previous videos, and it's the same thing I'm projecting now. Alright, so this bounce is pretty healthy for Bitcoin. I will be honest, it is pretty healthy. Well, as we can see right here, it is bouncing off of that support. Okay, now why this is healthy? Well, this is something that is called a bullish pin bar. Okay, that typically marks the bottom for Bitcoin. This bar right here. This bar. Okay, the buying pressure on this is huge. So many people who had seen this before, just we saw like the pin bar up in here, they're waiting for this support zone to hold. The demand line for Bitcoin purchases, the big amounts, was up in here. Okay, and the last one, where the same price action was down in here between 30,000 and 28,500. We saw the same price action, but look what happened in the end. Bitcoin went up, came back down, and that is the double bottom. Okay, it needs to find that double bottom and support this double bottom is always a higher low. So in this case, then this fractal plays out to completion, right? It's going to make its double bottom right in here, in that section, and this one will be a higher low. Okay, that is what I'm projecting for Bitcoin, and I will be there to get my bags for the altcoins that have not done their 10x, 20x gains this cycle. Okay, but remember, be ready for this zone right here, because it's going to happen very, very fast, because the last phase flies. It flies very quickly. Okay, this is not me making any speculations. It's what I've studied in the charts going back to 2017 and 2013 as well. Okay, so I will not wait to accumulate the final bit of the altcoins and let this thing go for its final run up. Right? Let me switch over the chat for a minute, see if got any comments. All right. EGLD. Right. Stevie, Katie, Trade Intuition. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining. Let's do some TA on EGLD. Looks like I had a lot of work done on it already. Okay, so EGLD, great project, but to be completely honest, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to remove this fractal and I'm going to show you my point of view. Okay, guys, remember, this is what I study on the charts. Okay, this is not a financial advice. All right, so only a point of view. All right. So first thing that I see on EGLD is the parabola. Okay, I'll make notes as we go along. Since this is the first time you're watching me live, I want you to get acquainted with my thought process as well. Okay, this might just help a little bit. Now, parabola is broken. Okay, now when this is broken, that means the trend has completely shifted. Now, what I will do is I will just drag this trend line from here. Now I'm taking this as my starting point, because this is when the accumulation for a parabolic move started, confirmed, and it just went to make a big all-time high. All right. Now, okay, so that has been broken completely, which means the trend has shifted for EGLD. Now, larger time frame, the retracement I would expect for EGLD would be in this range right here. Okay, this needs to hold as accumulation. Okay. Now remember, larger the time frame, the higher weight is has. Okay, and this needs to hold. If this level holds, even for a couple of days, maybe a week, I think it's pretty solid. It will just go sideways and then eventually find its way to the upside. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's see the moves right here. Okay. Just broken. Okay, this is a bear flag that eventually broke to the downside. Now this is key level. If EGLD does not break above $216, chances for it to go down or sideways in the accumulation zone increase. Okay, it can spend there maybe a month or two. So trading EGLD at this point for larger percentage gains is not a good idea. Okay. By the way, what if you did want to look at EGLD? Did you have an idea on short-term trades or long-term trades? Just let me know in the comment section. Hey Lou, welcome. Thanks for coming. Right. Let's look at the indicators. Okay. Does look like we have bullish divergence forming. It's not confirmed yet. It's forming on daily time frame. Okay. So that's actually a very good sign. Just need to wait. This bullish divergence, when confirmed, pretty sure is going to hold the accumulation level. Okay, even if it doesn't break $216, it can range anything between 180 and 230. That would be the hold for the accumulation phase. Long-term hold and stake. Alright. Well, if that's a long-term hold, I'm going to start for the weekly. Okay, see, here's the thing on the weekly. Now, I'm going to start with the daily first because I want you to look at something. Okay, this bullish divergence right here, okay, it needs to form and it needs to complete, which means it can take a couple of days. Okay, now, it will hold, it will confirm on the daily, definitely yes, because when I look at the stochastics and the RSI, there is bullish divergence on the stochastics a little bit. But when the histogram and the RSI, they both confirm, this will be the price action. Now, what concerns me is the weekly. Okay, weekly is totally opposite to the daily. So, this bit right here, on the histogram, this is just starting. Okay, this is just starting. So I would expect this to come down and complete a little bit. I cannot guess what the sell pressure will be like, but it definitely needs to come down a bit, and the stochastics are coming down as well. Okay, so anything up to a month hold, maybe 2 months, is definitely likely for this thing. Now, again, the key level right here is the 180. If it breaks 180, it's to the downside, and in a big way. Okay, it might even come back down to about $114, somewhere around there. Right. Now, there's one thing I do want to check on EGLD. Let's drop parabola on the weekly. Let's see how it will do. Because if it does hold, okay, if it does hold, it might just range and eventually find its way to the upside. And the max target for this cycle on EGLD, I would look at 753. But I'll happily take profits around 600. Okay. And this is key, guys. Look at this. If you don't know what your targets will be like, just open on the weekly chart. Okay, zoom out. And simply draw a trend line. Okay. Take it from wick to wick, or body to body, whichever you have available. And look at this. Okay, so we got the one touch right here, the second touch right here, and almost a third touch. Okay, that's what the rejection point was, and exactly at the 3 fib level. Okay, so it's no coincidence that the end of the trend line also comes at the 4.236 Fibonacci, and that's a 750 target. So that's where I would look to go, but 180 needs to hold. And yeah, 156. Okay, 156 on the weekly. The 702 is 170. Yeah, just make sure that the 170 is not broken. If that thing is broken, it's going way down, about 117, 110. That will be the range for this thing. Okay, So that's for EGLD. For long terms, for the end of this cycle, very likely, if it holds, up to 750. How much percentage is that? Hypothetically speaking, this holds. We go to the upside, 255% gains. Okay, but if you want it for short term, let's see if there is a trade possible on this thing. See, when I look at this price action in the short term, it just looks weak. It's a huge bear flag. On a descending channel, actually. Okay, so I'm expecting this to come above here and then get rejected. So yeah, maybe it does come down to 170. Just make sure that holds. If it doesn't, downside. But if it does hold, let's see, where's the capitulation point? Right here. Take a look at the 702. It will come back up to 300 bucks. Okay, so 170 to 300 bucks. That's almost 100% gains, about 60%. All right, I hope that made sense. The VRA. You and your VRA, man. I found that thing. It was under a penny, like 0.0002, something ridiculous like that. Right. Beautiful, beautiful project, though. Absolutely wonderful project. Now, I have been studying VRA. It does look like it has bottomed. Yeah, see? Right here. This is what I was talking about on EGLD. This histogram right here, it's about 50% completed. Or 45%, around about there. The rest will confirm. Okay? But it does look like it has bottomed. Simple trend line draw from here will show you that it is. It hit its bottom. Okay, so but the stochastics concern me a little bit. Still pointing now, but it doesn't have much lower to go. I think it can just go sideways for the next month or two and then just eventually break out to the upside. Let's see where it can get to. Yep. As I projected previously on my long-term targets, right, 20 cents. Yep, 20 cents. See, been to 8 and then 10, retrace, yeah. It will definitely, but my first target from this point on, after accumulation on VRA, will be this key level right here, 6 cents. After that, I would look at an all-time high, directly an all-time high, which means anything above 10 to 12 cents, 400% gains. But when that does happen, it's going to fly straight up towards, once the 12 cents is broken, it's up to 20 cents. But I think that's very likely the top for VRA this cycle. Yeah, see again, the trend line top puts it around about there, the 400% gains. It will take some time for VRA, but definitely does look as possible. Oh, Flux, dude. Yeah, Flux, I don't like it as much. I actually made a video on this last night, and on this video I did explain basically the idea on how to exit your trades on Flux, selling almost the top. Okay, that's because I saw bearish divergence Actually, you know what? Binance doesn't have much data, so let's try something else here. Yeah, see, I already had a chart drawn on it. Now, remember this thing, if you look at a coin, make sure you go and look on multiple exchanges, right? And definitely do that, because what happens is, like, see on KuCoin, you've actually got a lot more price action than you do on Binance. So what holds weight is the chart that actually has more price action, not the one that's on Binance, right? That's a key. Just look at it. Make sure you look at it. And all right. So I'm gonna delete this so I can work it out for you again. Okay. So what I saw in Flux is multiple things. First, that double top, which is actually confirmed to me on the histogram as well, with nothing less than a bearish divergence. Okay, it's currently playing out. Now, it's also got rising wedge. You need to watch for this key level right here, 250. If that breaks, it's going to break to the downside. But looking at the indicators, okay, now it's actually not very pretty, because we got this, one shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, which can also be taken double tops. This one and that one, with a bearish divergence again. Okay. Also, every single top actually has a double top, double top, double top, double top. So just need to watch for this. But the reason why I'm saying about the rising wedge is the key right here on the RSI. Okay, that rising wedge is already broken with a bearish retest. So I would watch for this and just wait for the histogram to come down, form the red hill. I hope it's smaller so we can get a bullish divergence or a hidden bullish divergence. That means the trend will continue and it can go up. But it does look like the bearish divergence is strong, and it's on daily as well. Plus the ADX is pointing to the downside, so means it's losing strength. When it loses strength, I don't really want to take a trade personally. But I do like the project, though. I looked into it. And the retracement be anything between here, the support zones. Okay, you got the 618. It's going to bounce from the 618, go to the bearish retest at 243, and then go sideways maybe and come back down towards 172, somewhere around there. Okay, that's my projection. And because of this trend line as well. Okay, see, it fits right in between the 702 and the 618. That's the key level, so watch for that. If the indicators have reset by the time this thing comes down, it's ready to push up. Okay, and actually, you know what, now that I see it, expect it, but do also keep this in mind. Okay, the ascending channel, it might, yeah, come down a bit more just to take you out or hit your stop losses at 150, but definitely watch this level, inflection point. And it'll be good if it comes down, because it'll just point its double bottom, okay, which is another confirmation, the confluence with the ascending channel. Okay, so that will be good push up to the upside. And this does look like dot when I thought it broke up to 41 and they came back down to 27, 22. Now that I expected it, it just looks the same structure, but it's not bearish at all. It just needs a healthy retracement. So watch for the key levels of 170 and $2 and see what it does. But yeah, definitely. Now even if it goes to the upside without breaking down, like for this, for example, it will definitely have a big chance of coming down because of that double top, okay, which is bearish. And given the fact that the daily does not have much strength, it can push it down later on. Okay, either way, you'll get a double bottom with a higher low. So I would definitely wait and watch for this higher low trade. Now on the 4 hours, yeah, still projecting. Double top played out. Okay, so it's a complex head and shoulders kind of forming at the very moment on the RSI. See, you got the lower highs. It's making a pennant. Just watch for this key level if it comes back down to 230 and what it does in the 4 hour time frame, and then make a decision. But the great place to buy would be around about here at the 170 range. 170 to $2, that would be the great place to buy. Yeah, that'll be absolutely beautiful. It'll be a higher low than this one. Consecutive trend will continue. Alright? Nah, the bear market is not confirmed, man. Eddie, what's up, girl? Now, the bear market is not confirmed. It is confirmed for Bitcoin. Okay, I would say it's confirmed for Bitcoin, but not for the altcoins. Not yet. Okay. Watch the videos if you don't mind, or just rewind it to the beginning of the stream. I did explain how Bitcoin is currently playing out, the projection. Okay, I don't see a bear market for the altcoins. Now, I'll go back to Bitcoin for a second. Okay, where is Bitcoin? See, top of the trend line, the bear flag. Bitcoin is getting rejected. Okay. Now we just need to wait and watch, see what it does. But it is essential it does not break this bear flag or this bullish structure or bearish structure to the downside. If it does, it becomes bearish and it does not go sideways sooner. Okay? And that's the other key thing I mentioned in the video, backing up the first video. If this thing actually does break to the downside and it does form a bear flag, look for 38,000, 37,000 to come. Okay? But either way, it's not bearish at all, because it has almost found its bottom, and the fear and greed index is already come down to extreme fear twice. Okay, went up to 20 something, came back down to 16, and now it's down to 10, which means that people are actually accumulating. Okay, now this is a key inflection point right here. Okay, so it's just a waiting game. Let's see what it does. But anyways, the big trades, they will come when Bitcoin completes this fractal right here. It doesn't matter if it completes it a little bit deeper or just down here. Okay, and I would love to see this double bottom, this fractal play out and give us a double bottom at a higher low compared to 39,650. Now, one thing I have reiterated many times in the videos is that, okay, this is the distribution range that is, in my opinion, playing out or going to play out. Okay, now why have I put this there? It's because I already saw it right in here. Okay, so be careful if somebody tells you Bitcoin is going to 350,000 from this position. All right, be very, very, very careful, because that distribution phase is no joke. It's not something that we should mess with. All right. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, we can talk. We can talk on Telegram. Right. Any more questions, guys? You got any more coins for me to take a look at? All right. While you think about the coins, I do want to share one of the great trades that I want to make in the following months. C98. All right. Keep this project on radar, because I do like what I see, and if you've seen my videos, you know that I go by TA quite a bit, and the reason why I like technical analysis and why I pick the coins. Okay, so it does look like this thing wants to break out fairly soon. Okay, now I don't know if that's the exact position of the fractal. It just appears to be doing the same thing, but to be honest, it looks very, very bullish. Okay, it does look bullish. Just the pattern is actually very good. Now, what I've seen this before is same fractal, and that's been on Gala. Okay, similar fractal actually. Now, C98, in my opinion, can get to a max target of 980. Okay, I've marked it right there, 980. So 376% gains. Now I know it's not really a 10x, 20x coin, but it's a nice coin to trade, you know, because I think when this thing breaks, it can fly fairly quickly, and that's the beauty of it. Because right now it's in this phase right here. This was called a capitulation. Okay, that means the bottom is in. I usually see this on these massive red candles. Okay, so when the capitulation comes in, the bottom is in, and when the bottom is in, it finally enters a reaccumulation phase to break up to the upside. Okay, now this is in a range. It's just only a matter of time when and where this decides to break out, but it has hit all my entry points between $2 and $2.30. Just last night when Bitcoin dropped all the way down to 39, it brought it down as well and it hit $2. So keep this on radar. I have made a video on this explaining what the project is about, so do watch it, and keep in mind that there's a lovely, lovely trade coming. Now, Matic is one of the trades that I have posted, and it is one of the coins that I will be trading personally as well. Hey, I will do spell for you, not a problem. Thanks for coming, commenting. Yes, Theo, I'll look at the QRDO chart as well. Yeah, the Casta. I've been waiting on Casta to do something, a little bit of retracement. Alright, guys, one of the best coins that I have already posted for my trading group is Matic. Okay, it's beautiful, beautiful chart right here. Okay, it's simple. Okay, I will tell you something that most people don't see, and you have to actually research it. There's something called the accumulation cylinder. Okay, now what happens right here is in this accumulation cylinder, when it breaks out, the move is straight up. Okay, that's the move. Parabolic moves, they come in when this happens. Alright. Now it's not going to go obviously in a straight line, but very likely it does that in a straight line. Just we take a closer look from this fractal right here. Okay. This will kind of fit in. Round about almost the same structure. And there we go. Okay. So keep this on the radar. Matic has been holding all the key levels. Okay, so it held this one, which is a higher low than this one. Same thing here, and now it's doing the same thing here. Okay, so all the Fibonacci levels, in my opinion, have been holding. Now, if you get a chance to buy it a little bit cheaper on a double bottom, between $2 and $2.40, it would be a great entry. Okay, and just wait for a retest to buy though. Okay, just wait for a retest to buy. You never chase green candles, but keep this on the radar. And I'll put you the targets for this thing. My targets already for Matic were slightly higher, and I put it between $6 and $7. That was the target for my measured move. Okay, so the percentage gains, it's not that bad. From 220, let's just say hypothetical entries, 231% gains. Okay, it's one of the greatest scaling solutions that there is this cycle. It's a must keep on radar. Alright, let's do spell for you. Now, I already had spell, and let's see. There, my work is already there for you, but I'll redo it. Okay, just a little bit. It did fill my buy positions. Alright, so spell, it's in a big range. Okay, the accumulation range. Now, a great entry would be anything close to about 1 cent. That'll be perfect. Okay, that'll be absolutely perfect. Or I would get this above this line when it holds support. Okay, so if spell pushes up and just goes sideways for a bit, that would be a great entry. Okay, because these are key levels. So right now you will be stuck in limbo. Alright, but I have done TA on spell because I think it's a good project and the potential gains are huge. Okay, I will do the TA in terms of fib levels where it can go to by the end of this cycle. But if you're looking to get in, I would definitely get closer, find a closer entry about 1 cent, 1.2, or straight up above 1.6. Alright, now the reason why I had it already drawn was because of that double top and my indicators were popped. Oh, Joe, you asked for EGLD and I explained about the histogram, right? Take a closer look at this, the indicators. This is what I want on EGLD. Okay, now this histogram move right here, it's about 55%, 60% complete. Okay, so with this move and the stochastics almost bottoming down, what I do project on the spell token is to go sideways in this range. Okay, by that time the red signal line will have come down, the RSI will go sideways, and eventually the stochastic will find the bottom and start curving up. So who asked for this? Oh yeah, digital NOS. Yeah, so look for this to go sideways movement within this range. Alright, But don't be surprised if it does come down to 1 cent, because that is my projected fib level. Okay, it will still be bullish if it bounces off of there, because it's a higher low in comparison to that one. Alright, still marks my fib level, but it does complete the retracement. Now this is one of the trades that I posted for the trading group, and I did post to only buy 30% of the position, mainly because it's stuck in limbo, but you never know. So even if it doesn't come back down to 1 cent, at least people have their position complete, okay, half complete, so they can eventually buy either when it holds support to the upside, or it breaks down to a major support line and complete their buy position at a better price. Okay, so let's take a look at the 4 hour, see what the 4 hour is doing. Okay, the move has almost topped out. Bullish divergence. Okay, so there is a chance, a big chance, spell does come down to about a cent, 1.1, 1.2. Okay, and why I'm saying this is the bullish divergence. So we had bullish divergence right in here, and we had bullish divergence in here along with the RSI. Okay, but the move is weak, so I would expect it to come back down, go sideways, and just go into the reaccumulation range. Okay, but it's a beautiful structure, and I looked at spell because to me that looks like Shiba when it first came out, right? So I'll put that fractal on for you in a second, but I do need to show you the targets for my projected targets, actually, for this thing. So I am looking at, by the end of the cycle, about 400% gains at the very least. Alright, and the extension to that will be 500% gains. That's my projection for spell. Now I will have to take a deeper look into the token metrics, see what the targets can be possible, but it does look like a good project, and between 400 and 500% gains, that's what I would project. Okay, no chump change either. All right, just quickly we'll take a look at SHIB, because I want to project this fractal on spell. Okay, it's none of these fractals that will be exact, but they do have some similarities, which is why I keep them always in my head. Right? Now, there you go. Okay? I hope this helps, and it does look like a potential move. At least 500% gains, 400% gains you can get out of spell for this cycle. Yeah, MCRT is, I'm not a big fan of that right now. I've taken a look at the TA of it, and because I've been following Minecraft, but it's not something that I would invest in right now. TA looks definitely horrible. Okay, but QRDO, one of my favorite projects. All right. Now, there are two possibilities here for QRDO. Okay, I'm still holding it because I find the project to be great. It's a different concept, totally different, and I do love it. It's also one of the coins that I mentioned before to the trading group a while back. Okay, now okay, this does look good, but again, just like Spell, there is a chance it comes back down. Okay, 450, that will be a good range. That'd be a good range, really good range to get into. Okay, and this does look like a bit of a bear flag as well. So it's pattern inside patterns, but the move is not that big. Okay, that's the beauty of it. The move is definitely not that big, right? So see, exactly at the bottom trend line. So that's confluence number 1. The indicators move is just about 40% complete, so we need another 35% to start making entries. Stochastics, they need to reset a little bit. The RSI looks weak. ADX is still gaining strength. So I've only completed half my position in QRDO at this very moment, but we'll be looking to complete it right around there. Okay, again, the 886 and the 786 still fall below this flag, so 470, 450, that would be a really good range to start looking to get into QRDO. Okay, but I would set alert on this trend line right at about $6, $6.20. That would be a good idea, just in case it starts to push up to the upside. Okay, so you can just buy the retest on there. But having looked at other coins that have done the same structure, like LTO for example, it's looking like it's definitely going to come back down to about 450. Because this Bitcoin's drop changed the whole structure. And 702, 786, yeah, I got a rejection at 786, which come back down. So yeah, definitely a chance it comes back down to 450, 470, and eventually head to the upside. But I do like what I see. Just needs a little bit more retracement. So even if it comes back down to 470, by that time this whole thing will have reset and go to the upside. Same with the stochastics. And on the 4 hours, yeah, it's just completing a range. I see the wave counts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Usually they go rejected at the 7 waves. So yeah, set an alert at 540. Most likely, if it breaks, then you will get your order filled at about 470, 450. Be a great place to get a nice entry on QRDO. Okay, but long-term projection for this thing is actually massive. Okay, I'm thinking it can go up to $28 a coin. Easy $28 a coin is possible. Okay. First target will be about 22, and yeah, second target is about 27, 28 bucks. The fibs confirm it. All right. Oh, Magic Craft. Sorry, dude. Yeah, 1 second. I'll find it. It's some Binance Smart Chain, right? Yeah, I'll take a look at it on DEX Tools in a minute. But I hope that answers your question on QRDO. What's his face? Steve. Watch me for QRDO. Yeah, Steve did. Alright. Quickly jump into MCRT. Magicraft. That's the one, right? Yeah, I already have looked at this before. Now, see, this thing plays out like the other coins have. Now, hold on. There's a trick to finding this. It's an old trick in the book that I found back 6 months ago. Just reading and reading the charts, finding the little tricks up the sleeves as the moving averages. Give me a minute, I'll quickly set these up so I can give you an accurate reading, or as accurate as it can be. Alright, done. Okay. 200 is not there yet. Let's go on the 2 hours. Okay, so here's what it is. Okay, now simple TA wise, you got the 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What's the indicator saying? Okay, the stochastics have topped out on the 4 hour. And 1 hour is pointing to the downside. Honestly, I would not expect much gains off of this thing right here. Okay. Well, I just have to use pattern trading at this very moment. But there's not that big of a move left in it. It's about 4 cents, which means 20-30% gains I would expect. But this is a critical level. This level right here. Okay. That's a key level. And most likely it does get rejected, because it's a support that broke down from here. The previous support, it broke down from here. Got this, even this rejection point got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see if, I think this time with the bull pendant it can break it, but with the 30% gains I would watch at about 4 and 5 cents. If you're holding it, just watch it at that level. But yeah, the entries look very risky on this thing right now, since the RSI and the stochastics are pointing downward. Now, open up the chart and keep it with you, right? Because if the price goes sideways for a bit, and the stochastics have already reset, and the price doesn't break this, it can go up. Okay, the measured move, either one of these levels, 30 to 40% gains. Okay, but see, one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of this thing is it's a 600% gain, and the parabola has already been broken. So if you hold it, watch this level. If it breaks down, it's going to go sideways and accumulate again for a little while before it decides to actually go to the upside. Okay, and most coins, they do the same thing. When it's reaccumulated, they break to the upside and then get rejected back and re-enter the accumulation zone. Okay, so watch the levels. If this breaks to the downside, it's no good, and 42% gains here will be definitely about 80% a sell point. Yeah, it's cool. Honestly, these are meme coins, so only put in what you are prepared to lose. Okay, don't risk too much. There will always be another coin, and you're gonna think the same thing. Oh man, I wish I had more money to put into this coin. And before you know it, your wallet is all invested into coins which you can't even keep the track of. Right? So with the meme coins, always just put the money that you afford to lose, and that's the money you're not going to be using to trade. Okay? So that's another bag inside your hold bag or trading bag of your portfolio. Alright, but definitely for MCRT, watch that key level. Okay, 4 and 5 cents, watch the key level. Alright. What exchange is Casta on? Do let me know so I can check it. I've been hearing a lot of things about Casta, actually. Alright. Let's check on the market for a moment. Okay, so Bitcoin candle close, most definitely we got it above 42,000. Alright, that's good news. Yeah, so it does look like Bitcoin wants to go up. So maybe about the next 2 days, I see it closing above 43. Been between 44 and 43, that will be the close for Bitcoin. Oh, what the 4 hours now look topped out. Okay. Oh, guys, keep this thing on radar. Okay. Link, I think, will have a big move coming in maybe next coming months. So watch this coin. Right? Keep this on the radar. I'll be making a video on this pretty soon explaining the whole theory. But definitely keep this on the radar. Alright, let's see the chat. Did I miss anything? Okay, we did the spell, the QRDO, EGLD. Okay. We talked about Matic. Let's see a bunch of other coins. C98 is the one that I mentioned. ATA, I've been following this coin as well. Okay, watch it, keep it on radar, and this coin in the next couple of months can do a lovely projection to the upside. Okay, right, here we go. The list getting a bit red, which means Bitcoin will definitely look to retrace a little bit. Yeah, bearish retest. So on EGLD. Pole C, definitely a dump. Alright, where you Digital NOS, take a look at this. Right. I hope you're still watching. If not, if you have the time to go and rewind it later on, do that. Because I do want you to see this. The MCRT project, right? It had a big run up. Okay. It's kind of playing out the same fractal as Pole C did, right? And that's why I told you to watch for key levels right here. Okay, it's the same thing right here. Watch the key levels. If it does not break to the upside, it's definitely coming back down. And look at what happened to Pole C. Okay, so that's what you do. And you play these, you trade them up, and then you sell them. Okay, don't stay holding it for 9 months because it's a meme coin. Right. micro cap, I have been looking at one, but I have to do a deep dive on it. But to be honest, I'm more into the established projects. Okay. But yeah, I'm doing research on a couple of micro caps. Let's see. I'll post it out on the next stream. I'll talk about it. And yeah. But it's a good thing you took profits on this, man, because it honestly looks very, very, very tricky. And they all eventually do their complete retrace, so it's like a one-to-one. People may not believe it, but look at this. Right? It's definitely a one-to-one retrace in this case. It's already broken down the fib key levels. Now it's gonna come down. Even though it's bullish retrace, it can't come back down between 22 and 26 cents. Okay, it's a one-to-one retracement. So never stay holding a coin, especially a meme coin, because they will do their retrace eventually, and they'll be big. Alright guys, any more questions? Yeah, let's see. Sear Network. Watch this coin as well. I'm a big fan of it. I have made a video which will be uploaded within the coming days. Okay. Just want to be sure that the TA holds. And I can post an update. If it doesn't hold, I will have to re-edit the video and post updates on the technical analysis. Okay, but I find it to be a very interesting project. So keep this on the radar. And stay tuned for the next couple of days, okay? I will be making a video on an extremely decent project. It's not a meme coin, but it is available on many exchanges, including PancakeSwap. But that project has something big coming within the next few months and for the end of 2022. So it can be possibly a good investment should you decide to invest in the project, because it can be something for long term as well, and it's not pricey at all. Okay, I just heard about it today. I'm speaking to the devs at the moment and trying to get the tech a little bit better to my understanding, and let's see if I can present it to you guys in the coming days. Alright, okay, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope I helped, and appreciate the time you took out to come and watch me do my TA live. Right, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next videos. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. I will bring the best trades possible so you can make plenty of gains in the coming future. Alright, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay blessed.